Ambassador, could you tell us what were the most important characteristics, in your opinion, that distinguished Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed, God rest his soul?
Well, Sheikh Zayed, God bless his soul, he ruled, was the president of the United Arab Emirates in a very critical time. Number one, he has to fill the gap after the great leader of the Emirates, Sheikh Zayed himself, which was the person who united the Emirates and established the state. So to really lead a country which is lately reunited and to try to fill the gap for the leaders, historical leader of the nation, was a real challenge. The second, he also has to start a new path of modernization of the entire country, rebuilding several of the sectors of the country and moving ahead in the areas which Sheikh Zayed himself started, but also branching out to new ideas and new areas.
Yes.
But third was his interest to distribute the wealth of the nation to all his citizens. He started a process, a new program for social support for all the citizens of the country, to be able to give them loans and money and so on, grants, to build their own cities, houses, and to build their own commercial enterprises. So in a sense, he was the first one to really distribute the wealth, to try to make everybody partner in the wealth, following the steps of Sheikh Zayed himself, but on a more systematic fashion. So I think he has done a beautiful job. He was a pioneer in his area. And, unfortunately, when he got sick and in the last few years and so on, he was unable to move everywhere, but his impact was felt everywhere in the United Arab Emirates, and the respect for his personality is really widespread.
Absolutely. Could you tell us a bit about how the additions that were made by him really helped complete the growth of the Federation of the Seven Emirates and preserved its unity?
This was a real challenge because, when you have a country which is lately united, which has tremendous pressures from everywhere, and which is coveted by, the major powers in the world and trying to interfere in their own business and so on. So he has to have a certain personality to be able to bring the seven Emirates into, a united line, and to be able to be, a very congenial and very friendly leader, so most of the other leaders will not feel that they are, ignored or that they are not taking a part of the process and so on. Under him, there was a progress in the establishing the political institutions and the constitution and also the Shura Council. So in a sense, not only he was able through a personal rapport to be able to bring all the Emirates together, but also to start that process of institutionalization of the country, of the system. And that was a major contribution in his early time.
Indeed. And how do you see the growth of the United Arab Emirates economically as well during that period of his reign?
It was a real challenge. Yeah. I mean, this is a country which really started from very little at the beginning, and they have a lot of wealth, the oil, but the limited opportunities to use the wealth. But then he, through his vision and his brother, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and all his brothers as well, were able to develop a vision for the country to be a modern country, industrialized country, agricultural country, and a country which really have a role in the space and in other very sophisticated technology. In a sense, all this started under Sheikh Khalifa, but developed later by his brother, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and his other brothers. So they have done a beautiful job in making the Emirates a pioneer in the region for following, building the state and building the industry and the economy on a very modern principle.
Absolutely. I'd like to thank you very, very much, Your Excellency, Ambassador Hamdy Saleh, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and